There are a number of preconceptions about the Party Wall, etc. Act, principally which that it only refers to party walls, which is most certainly not the case. The clue is in the little etc. towards the end of the name of the Act. Whilst it's true that if you do any works on a wall that is adjoined or shared with your neighbour, the party wall, you are required to serve notice, the Act also covers a number of other elements, such as adjacent excavations, which can be a certain distance away from the party wall and yet still be controlled. The Party Wall Act grants a number of rights to the person who serves notice that in some cases override common law, and these rights are granted subject to serving the notice and following the terms of the Party Wall Act. For example, if you place foundations for a wall that is a party wall, you can put these onto the land of an adjoining owner, which normally you would not be allowed to do. And this is an instance where the Party Wall Act takes precedence over the normal rule of common law. In the residential field, you're going to find you're going to run into the Party Wall Act more often than not. If you're in a detached house and you're doing works and you are a fair distance away from your neighbours, there's a chance that you probably won't, but in most properties within the UK you're going to be a semi-detached or a terrace, and in these instances you're going to need to serve notice on your neighbour of proposed building works. Examples that most people understand would be a loft conversion where you're putting beams into the party wall, but also injecting a damp-proof course into the party wall, chopping a chimney breast off from your side, underpinning a party wall, raising a party wall. These are all fairly obvious examples of where notice would need to be served. In addition to these, however, if you're building an extension to the rear of your property and the excavations are going to be lower than those of your neighbour within a distance of 3 metres, you also need to serve notice under the provisions of the adjacent excavation section of the Act.